Come on in to Sister's Tarot. Gather round, everyone. I have here my trusty magic 8-ball. Let's take a look inside, see what it has to show us today.
This is a general reading. Take what resonates and leave out the rest. If you don't resonate with the reading, feel free to check out my other videos. You may have some messages there. Now without further ado, let's start the reading. I hope you had a good weekend and that your week so far is going well for you and everything's well. We have 7 of Cups, the 7 of Wands, the Empress, the King of Cups, and at the bottom of the deck we have 8 of Swords. So we're going to start with the 7 of Cups. There has been some form of confusion and possibly even many opportunities, but mostly confusion is what I'm getting, and some fogs possibly trying to interfere with your intuition. Keyword trying, because I'm picking up you were able to see through the veil that was intended for you not to see through, but you were able to see through it anyway. Then we have the King of Wands, or the Queen of Wands. Take it however it resonates, but since we have 2 kings here, and it can be queens, just take it however it resonates. And then we have the Empress in the middle, or the Emperor, whichever resonates with you. And then when we have the 8 of Swords here, what I'm getting overall for this whole situation, it's all coming together as one puzzle piece is what I'm picking up from this. Especially with this 7 of Cups coming up as a form of an illusion that was trying to veil, like a veil trying to keep you from seeing things for what they really were. But I'm picking up you are the one that's representing the Empress. So our Emperor, take it however it resonates. So you are the divine feminine or masculine in this situation. So you're caught up in the middle of a King of Wands or a Queen of Wands and a King of Cups or a Queen of Cups. Take it however it resonates. So I'm picking up one is your true counterpart and one is not. Even though they're both in the upright, they're not meaning that they're necessarily bad people. That's not what I'm picking up here or saying, because again, it's in the upright, so I'm not getting any bad energy from it either. But one is not your true counterpart. So, you're being called at this time to definitely use your own discernment and to meditate on the situation and ask for guidance from God, the divine, and your spiritual team to help you through this situation. So that way you don't end up trapped in your own mindset, is what I'm picking up from this. Now, I'm not picking up a physical. It's the reason why I put it that way. I'm going to go ahead and get some clarifiers on this situation. And I'm going to be using the vice versa tarot. And I'm also picking up that for some of you, take it however it resonates, whichever part resonates with you, because again, this is a general reading. Some of this is not necessarily meaning that someone purposely put a veil over you. For some of you, it's just because there's a choice to make between two counterparts. And since they're both in the upright, neither one is necessarily wrong for you, as far as character. Now, only one is the true counterpart for you, though. That's the tricky part. That's why you need to use your own discernment, listen to your intuition and guidance that God, the divine, and your spiritual team guides you through. I'm going to go ahead and get some clarifiers. I'm going to start with this. Okay, I'm being guided over here. I'm going to start with this 7 of Cups first and get some clarifier and clarify the 7 of Cups. Get more info on that. Oh, come on now. Okay, start that over. I have more room like this. And also see what advice is being shown too, not just clarifying it. We have the temperance. So again, this is being called to use your intuition, listen to the higher guidance that you receive. So you have not only protection over you, is what I'm picking up, but spiritual guidance. And I'm being drawn to the third eye here. So I'm picking up whoever resonates with this has clear spiritual vision. So you're clairvoyant. You could be possibly clairvoyant, but you don't have to be. But more, I'm picking up whoever resonates with this would clearly have some form of being able to see in the spiritual realm. So there's a good chance you are clairvoyant, and you may not even know it. Some of you might not even know you are. But this is calling for you to have time of, usually in most tarot, the angel has 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on the land, more times than not. So I'm picking up you need to not only heighten your spiritual senses at this time, but ground yourself, so that way you can have practical mixed in with spiritual, so that way you can be grounded and see things for what they truly are through all this illusion and confusion. And for those of you that's just because it's due to a choice that you're trying to make or need to make, this will also help with that as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and see what else I need to clarify. I'm going to put this right in the middle. I feel guided to clarify all 3 of these together, but I'm going to put it right here under the Empress and clarify and get advice on this situation for the rest of it. That came in sideways. I'm not going to take that. Come on now. Okay, even though I've talked about this before, I'm going to bring it up again. Even though this is technically the reverse, if it comes like this, I'm going to take it like that still, because there's a reason. It's how I feel that I need to take it. So, with this wanting to come in reverse, even though obviously whoever resonates with this was more about being on the fence about things, but now there has been a recent revelation is what I'm picking up. Because you asked for the divine guidance that you needed so you could see clearly through the fog or the illusion or the choices that need to be made. And you are no longer feeling conflicted. So you're ready to take accountability for making a choice in a matter. I'm going to get more clarifier on this here too. Is when I feel guided that I need to get more clarification on this situation right here. And the advice on it. I'm also picking up you're feeling upside down in this situation too, so you're not exactly feeling your best at this time. So that's more reason why you need to wait to make any form of hasty decisions and make sure that it's coming from your actual intuition and not the ego or the fog in the situation. Give yourself time to reflect and meditate and allow the fog to uplift at this point, at this time. And I'm picking up you might need to wait until, it might take as long as you need to wait to get real clarity on the situation after this coming full moon coming up. Wait until after that. Especially because from when I looked up, there's a full moon in Libra and it's supposed to be an eclipse at that. So that would be definitely a moon worth waiting till it lifts. And then we have the Five of Wands to clarify and the advice for this Two of Swords in reverse. So I'm picking up there is much inner conflict going on. And you're trying to balance things out with this over here. And trying to see things for what they really are. So you've definitely been trying to do that. And then we have the Six of Swords here. So you're trying to work on having calmer waters. I'm going to go ahead and get a clarifier and advice card for this Eight of Swords here. So that just picks up what I was picking up, a mental entrapment at this time. So definitely this coincides with each other. They're showing that you are having mental conflict. We have Eight of Pentacles. And then we have the Moon card, just what I was picking up about that. I'm picking up from this to wait within 8 days after the full moon. So to give to wait until that eclipse that's going to be coming up with that full moon and it being in Libra on top of that. So wait a good 8 days so you can wait until this fog lifts so you can see things for what they really are. And at this time, also take care of your well-being, spiritually and physically. So that way you can be prepared and ready yourself for this new moon coming up. Not new moon, full moon coming up. Which, you know, it's not like literally coming up because it's like a little over 2 weeks. But anyway, point being, wait at least 8 days after the full moon before really trying to ask for more clarity and guidance. So that way you can give yourself time for things to clear up. So if you're really in this resonates with you and you're in mental conflict and trying to right yourself and to seek clarity in the situation so you can see a choice in the matter of a situation. Again, this can be an emperor or an empress. It don't have to necessarily be an empress. And this can be the queen, 2 queens, not 2 kings. Take it how it resonates with you. This is just how the energies come up in wanting to show itself in the reading. Now I'm going to see what I'm getting overall before moving on to the oracle. I'm also picking up here, nurture yourself, because of this waterfall right here on her dress. Nurture yourself, even possibly take a spiritual bath if you need to. And work on your chakras at this time too, all of them. And if you're not already doing so, start taking up a balanced nutritional diet. Now, when I mean by diet, I don't mean weight loss. It don't have to be that. Diet does not always include that. Just means a healthy nutritional diet to where you're eating healthy, because that will also help your chakras to work correctly too, because it's not just about balancing them out spiritually, but taking care of your temple, which is your body. Because if you're not taking care of yourself on that level, that can also throw off your chakras and your well-being, and can have foggy brain, because certain foods can cause that. So you want to make sure that you're also exercising is also what I'm picking up too. I mean, just, it doesn't have to be something tedious or anything. Just to getting yourself energized and really working on bringing up your endorphins, and really help you to see clarity. I'm also picking up walk, but walking not only brings clarity, but exercise will as well help clear out the fog. Dopamine, that's what I was trying to say. I was like, that's not right, but I couldn't get it to come out right. Okay, anyway. And it also help you to see. So I'm picking up that both of these energies, whether it's king or queens, neither one of them are really what I feel is a bad person or a bad choice, but only one of them is your true counterpart, is what I'm picking up. And this being you represent the divine masculine or divine feminine. Doesn't mean that neither one of these do. This is just the energy that's mostly coming through. So one of them represents the king or queen of wands kind of energy, while the other one is more of a king or queen of cups type of energy. Might be what they mostly have in their chart, possibly even. Or even possibly if it's depending on their moon sign, could be what's showing up more. But take it how it resonates. I'm going to go ahead and clear this out, and we're going to go ahead and start on, go ahead and do the oracle part of the reading. Okay, we're going to start with the romance angels. Okay, stomach. Why do you have to be so rude? We have trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. So you need to learn to trust God, the divine, and yourself, and have faith in the situation, that you can make the right choices that you need to. So I'm picking up, maybe you're not trusting the fact that you may make the right choice, and that's why you're on the fence about the situation, because you're afraid of making a choice. Because obviously you're seeing that two people that you're connected to or interested in both have good something good about them, and they don't have bad qualities. Of course, that doesn't mean that either one's perfect, because they're not, and neither are you. But the point is that you don't see anything that's worth writing off for either person, whether it's a king or queen. Take it how it resonates. So you need to learn to trust your intuition, trust the guidance, and pray and meditate and work on what it is that you need to work on to help you to learn to trust that you'll make the right decision. But being on the fence is only going to make you possibly lose out on the right person or both people altogether, because nobody likes to be in a situation like that. Just putting that out there. So you don't want to put yourself in that kind of position either. Anyway, I'm going to take another card now. Because one or both people might even tell you they'll make the choice for you and just say, choose the other person and walk away, and they choose themselves, because some people actually know their value and worth. And you don't want to cause that to happen either. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So taking some time away from a situation is what I'm feeling what this card is saying. So maybe taking a break from either situation so you can have time to yourself. Like I know this don't have retreat on it, but taking some time to yourself, going on a little trip or something. And the second time I picked this up again, there's always a reason why I'm picking up the Walkabout again, from like Crocodile Dundee. Maybe somebody likes that movie. I know I like the movie, but that's beside the point. That I know that's not the reason why I keep picking it up. But maybe that's what you need to do, a soul searching. And going out on some kind of adventure or vacation, like actually somewhere where you're connected to nature, and just really search and soul search, because truly connecting to yourself will also help you to see who is truly meant for you and who is not, who is for you and who is not, etc. Because you have to first understand yourself to understand what you want or what you need and what is good for you and what isn't. Because at the end of the day, only you can make that choice, really. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So after you've decided, unless someone's already made that choice for you, obviously, by not wanting to be in such a situation as that, you need to make the effort and actually show, not just say, but show that you really know what you want and you go after what you want. Otherwise, the choice will be made for you. As in, you won't have a choice. You'll just have to take what's left or nothing. So, I'm picking up that strongly. And some people just don't have time for, oh, pick me, pick me, pick me. Because the other person will be like, oh, no, I'll make the choice for you. Pick them. I pick me. Bye-bye. You know, some people are just that cutthroat like that because they know their own worth and value, and it's not their fault if you can't see that. I mean, I'm picking up, it's not necessarily that you can't see their worth or value. It's just the fact of the matter is, and this wanted to come through. I'm not picking that up because of the way this did, but I'm going to go ahead and show this. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture, because some people don't like to be a choice, because that's just beneath them, because they know they deserve better. So you don't want to put yourself in that kind of situation, unless, of course, you don't care what's left over. I mean, if you're into both of them, I mean, as long as one of them's still left, I guess I guess that's all that matters. But if you actually want to make the right choice, it's best that you don't just sit on a fence with things. Some people don't have time for that. And certainly doesn't appreciate it either. Because again, some people aren't a part of the, oh, pick me, pick me, pick me. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So that just clarifies one of them is truly your counterpart. So if you don't want to make the wrong choice, one thing you don't want to do is just put anybody in some kind of situation that they don't want to be a part of. As in, I mean, obviously, if you're not in a relationship, that's understandable, given that situation. But some people still don't like to be a part of, oh, can I be a pick me? Oh, I'm going to be picked. Some people don't like that. Some people are like, I'll just make the choice for you. Pick them, I choose me, bye-bye. So, simple as that. But anyway, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Exactly. Some people don't even like this. I'm picking up this is what you need for yourself too. But some people are from that energy of, I respect myself enough not to be a part of this little silly little game or silly little options, because that's beneath the person. Some people actually have some more self-respect than that, and they're not going to play a part in any of that silliness, because it's silly. This is not high school. Anyway, I'm moving on to the energy oracle. And some people didn't, some people didn't even like being a part of that even in high school. I know, me personally, I didn't. Anybody didn't make it there. Even when I was in high school, somebody tried to put me in that kind of situation. I was like, nope, bye. So it's not necessarily just a high school thing. Some people don't even put up with that even in high school. The world. So that just clarifies more what I was picking up. Go out into the world, so to speak. Go into nature, soul search, and really dive deep into yourself. So that way you can inner reflect and reconnect and align yourself correctly. So that way you can see what is the right choice. So you can see you can trust yourself to make the right choice. Door to romance. Now being right underneath honeymoon, and what I was picking up from that, this will help you to make the right decision, again, what I was picking up when it comes to romance, and making sure that you choose rightly and that you can trust what you pick or choose in a situation. Again, I can understand if you say you're not in a relationship with either person. I can get what you're coming from. But some people just don't have patience for something like that because they don't like to be put into situations like that. So that's why it's important, if nothing else, to detach from the situation altogether and go soul search. So that way you can find it. Because it does clearly, and this just backed it up, what I was picking up. One of them is your true counterpart. And that neither person is, I'm not picking up bad energy, that either person is bad. It's just only one of them is your true counterpart, and that's why you need to soul search to figure that out. And to make the effort whenever you figure that out. And make sure that you truly are off the fence. Don't ping pong. You have to make a clear, conscious choice. Because you don't want to make a choice and then end up changing your mind and backtracking, because that's just going to make you look like you're a player, even if you're not. Let's just put it that way. Let's just put that there, and let's just be honest with that. That's how it'll make you look. And if you don't want to look that way, and you don't want to come across that way, because that's not really who you are, you want to make sure before you actually make any real effort that it's your final decision. Like, I can't remember the name of that game show. Is that your final decision? I forgot the name of it, but regardless, so Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Is that your final decision? Make sure that's your final answer. Don't make an effort towards anybody until you know 100% that's the choice you're going to make, because if you're still coming in being on the fence, that's how you're going to come across as someone who cannot commit, even if there is not commitment on the table at the jump start, just because, I mean, that's obviously not a good idea right off jump start. But the point being is, you don't want to come across as someone who cannot be emotionally invested in something, unless you both, of course, choose to only keep it light and simple, or they're okay with you not knowing or being on the fence about things. But if you know that one or both people are wanting something that actually leads to something more than just surface level or just casual, it's best that you make sure that you detach from the situation, fully see what you really truly want, and then make the effort. And if you're not really willing to make the effort after that, you could take a chance of losing one or both people anyway, and then, well, that's just the choice you'll just have to live with, because that's just the way things are. So you don't want to end up completely with nobody or anyone. Make sure that you do what's right. And not because it's pressuring you to hurry up and make a choice either. You don't want that to happen. The point is that you don't want to constantly be teeter-tottering. I want this person. No, I want this person. No, this is not a buffet. You don't want to be like that. Of course, you can be that way. I mean, you have free will, but you don't want to end up empty-handed or with the wrong person, since you need to be able to trust yourself that you'll pick the right person. You can't just stay teeter-tottered. All tied up. Okay, that energy wants to come through again. So, somebody's definitely holding themselves back in a situation to not make an effort, which that's good that you don't make the effort, so you fully know that's true. But make sure when you do finally get out of the mental conflict, before actually making that effort, make sure you totally 100% made your choice. Because one or both people could possibly be the type to just say, you know what, I don't have time for this. Choose whoever. I'm out. I choose me. Bye-bye. And simple. And you'll never have that chance ever again, because they're not going to have time for that. They have other better things to do than babysit a situation like that. And just, it's silly. And then we have man holding a heart. Could be also a woman holding a heart. Take it however it resonates. So with this being right underneath, yes, this is your soulmate. It's clearly one of them is definitely your right counterpart. Now I can understand that's why you want to make sure you trust and make sure you don't make the wrong decision. But you don't want to end up just constantly just being teeter-tottered and just constantly just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Just when one person thinks you've already made up your mind and said, okay, and the other, next minute, you're like, no, I think this might be better. You keep going back and forth. They could both drop you like a bad habit. Because some people don't have time for that. And they know their own value and worth. They're going to know they deserve better than that. So I'm also picking up with this heart on the knee, because I tend to pick that up a lot. You need to mend your heart and to listen to your heart in this situation. Don't care about what either person that you're involved in or having romantic interest in. Don't listen to them. What do you want? I'm picking up the movie, The Notebook. Don't worry about what everybody else wants. What do you want? What do you want in a situation? Who do you want? What do you want? Make up your mind on what you want. And no relationship is going to be perfect. So if you're thinking there's going to be some kind of fairy tale, that doesn't exist. People have good and bad sides. You just have to pick and choose which ones you will tolerate and which ones you want, which ones you won't, and things like that, because nobody's perfect. Not you, not me even. Nobody is. No one is perfect. Everybody has a flaw, or many flaws at that, not just one. We all are flawed humans. We're spiritual beings having a human experience, but we are still flawed. And you just have to, as long as it's not, abuse or anything like that in the situation, obviously, you have to choose. What will I accept and what will I not? But some people aren't going to put up with going back and forth, because even if you're not a player in some way, that will make you come across that way. And people don't have time for that. So anyway, what's at the bottom of the deck? Financial constraints. So some of this might have to do with your finances. Well, that's more reason why you just need to disconnect and do what you need to do for yourself at this time. Don't worry about romance. If that's what's an issue right now you need to do what's best for you at this time. But the choice is yours, because it's free will. So while you're soul searching, you don't even have to go on a long distance trip or a trip like that, especially if you're having financial issues. Just go on a camping trip or go somewhere in nature and connect in that way, and just go somewhere off by yourself so you can have time to yourself to connect with God, the divine source, and just retreat from the world and away from choices and people and the hustle and bustle of things. So that way you can see what is the best choice, because you don't want to end up just, whoa, I have nothing. Of course, if something's truly meant to be, it will be, but people do still have free will. And you don't want to just keep teeter-tottering people. It not only is it not fair to you, or it's not fair to either person. It's not fair for anybody. So it's just best to just figure it out. Again, it's not one of those just hurry up things, because if somebody's trying to hurry you up for a choice, that's not good either. Because this is something that you seriously, it's understandable to self-reflect. But if you haven't made a clear choice, make that be known. You don't really know what you want. At least you're being honest. Don't make one or both people think, oh, I've made up my mind. Next thing you know, it's, oh, no, I want to go this way. Oh, no, I want to go that way. Nope, I want to go this way. If you really don't know, just be honest, say, I don't know. And then go on about your business. And whoever's your true counterpart will understand that. But you have to make it clear that you don't know, and that you just need time to just reflect and figure things out, because there's just too much confusion, and that maybe you don't even know what you want right now, because you need to go on a soul, you need to go soul search and reconnect to yourself and have self-respect for yourself in some way, to love yourself more. So right now, maybe you just need more time to love yourself first. And you may be surprised how a person might be okay knowing if you don't know what you want. It's better to be honest and say, I don't know, and just decide to go separate ways, and you can both agree, once you know, you come back together if it's truly meant to be. But it's better than being teeter-tottered and thinking just when someone made up your mind, and next thing you know, they flip the script and it's like, whoa, okay, we're back on the fence again. That's going to make the person make the choice for you and make the effort of saying, goodbye, you are the weakest link, goodbye. Just cut it out. So just be honest. There's a reason why honesty is the best policy, and honesty, the truth will set you free. There's a reason for that. Because even if it doesn't work out the way you want, it will keep you from being tied up. Why? Because the choice, either someone will be okay with that, knowing that you don't know what you want yet, and just go about their business and you go about your business, and then once you know what you want, make the effort. Or they could just say, well, I want more, so go do you and I go do me, and just forget about it. Either way, you won't be tied up because you'll have the answer. But if someone's truly meant for you, they'll understand if you don't know what your choice is, that you're confused at this time, because you need time to yourself to reflect and figure things out. You'd be surprised how someone would be okay if you just open up and say that much. At least not that way, they won't feel like you're just being a player or indecisive and don't know how to make up your own mind. At least they know that you just don't know what you want. It's better than 1 minute it seems like you do, and another minute, oh no, I think this, no, this, back and forth like a teeter-totter. Some people can't tolerate that, and even when someone has much patience, they too can still lose their patience after a while. So you really just don't know. Just be honest and say that. You might be surprised that one or both people be like, okay, well, let's just split ways until you know what you want. But again, I'm going back to the notebook. What do you want? Forget what either person that you're connected to, what they want, or anybody in your family or friends or whatever. Don't worry about what they want. What do you want? Make that clear decision. And if you're not sure what that clear decision is, and you still need time to reflect and soul search, etc., be honest and say, I still need time and I have no idea. At least you're being honest, and you won't come across as someone who don't know how to make a choice in their life, or a player or whatever. You have to make a choice. And there's a good chance you might need to just work on mending your heart at this time too, for you to trust yourself more. So it's not necessarily just an intuition thing. It's you might not want to get your heart broken by choosing the wrong person. And if that's the case, then you need to mend your broken heart. You need to work on yourself and not worry about outside love, romance, or whatever. You need to work on yourself on a soul and heart level. And the reason why I was picking up Walkabout again. And if you haven't ever watched that movie, Crocodile Dundee, you might want to watch that, because that'll actually give you better clarity than what I'm giving you on that, what that entails. But anyway, that is all I'm getting from the reading. I'm going to get off the soapbox, so to speak. And I hope this helped bring you some form of clarity, helped you in some way. And be sure to turn on the notification bell so you know each time I upload a new video. And like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, God bless.